if somebody would walk up to me, knock on my door, and says, you know what? In my basement, I have an original Paul Kogan. And I also can paint like the guy. And I also look like him. You probably would say you need long-term counseling. Legend in your own mind, illusion, fantasy, way off, maybe too much drinks. You would say that. And in my situation, I found an original charcoal drawing. It looks like a Paul Gauguin. Looks more than 100 years old. See the decay and all that. Then I find faces in his work 30 years ago. But nobody recognized or acknowledged. And I happens to look like the guy. And then, yeah. Creates a lot of confusion for a lot of people because, oh well, he wants to build up his reputation or something, or make it a show situation, get attention and all that. Well, I don't know. If you really study Paul Kogan's history, he really was a loser. He really was a loser. He lost his health. He lost his wealth, he lost his children, he lost his wife, he just lost everything. And they really didn't care for his work at all. They thought it was ridiculous, child-looking porno. And when he died, they treated his work like basically garbage, you know. But who wants to be Paul Kogan? I mean, abandoned his kids, he abandoned his wife, he told his wife, I'm going to be back and be rich and famous and be an artist. And wow, 5 kids? I mean, that's not a good reputation at all. If that's the case, I'd rather be Michelangelo. Hanging around churches and hanging around with popes, painting ceilings. That's a good job. I'd rather be Michelangelo if I had to make the whole thing out. But I'm not that smart. Nope. It's a very, very surreal, Hollywood flavor situation that's 30, 40, 50 years old. And if you write it all down and you read it, it feels like in science fiction, fantasy, fairy tale. But no, this is all documented, it all really, really happened. Moshay spent oceans and oceans of hours documenting the whole thing. Not just on paper, print, but oh, there's so much YouTubes, news releases, oh boy. Yeah, it's all for everybody to see, nothing to hide. Those are the facts. Walter, Dr. Walter Semke, kind of challenged me. He took me aside and he said, you know, everything fits with your past and all that, and the whole situation. but you don't paint like him. You paint like, more surreal, okay. Why don't you just take one of his pictures and look at it and just paint like him, just for fun? And well, as an artist, you don't really copy somebody's artwork. That's just a no-no. You paint you, not somebody else. It's nice to have fun with it, okay? Don't get me wrong. But that's the golden rule. So anyway, so I thought, let me think about this. Let me just linger with this, just for a few days, just nothing crazy, just linger with this. And then, why not? But when I do it, I always would change the painting a little bit. Put something extra in there, or take something extra out that Paul Kogan painted, but I don't want to paint that. So it's not copying, it's taking his work and change it a little bit. New improved, you could say that. But anyway, so I took that painting and painted it. And it went so fast. And I felt like, no, I'm not done. See, my work is more defined, more precisely, more detailed. And his work is more, there it is, a sketchy kind of way. So I always felt it wasn't done, but that's what he did. Paul Kogan knew to walk away from the painting and say, it looks primitive, it looks sketchy, it looks impulsive, it looks emotional, that's it. And so when I did that one, I really had to pull myself away from it, because that was it. So it went really embarrassingly easy and fast. But then when I was done, after a few hours, you put it away, you move on. It's nice, and you look at it later on, because you want to have a fresh look at your own work. So a few hours later, I put it down, and I looked at it again, and I see, wait a minute, this guy looks like me. I made a self-portrait.